Hi guys, so this is my first video about Shopify and Facebook ads. I've been doing Shopify for around 2 years now, along with Facebook ads. Well, initially I didn't start with Facebook ads, but I was getting traffic through Reddit. But later on I switched to Facebook ads because I've seen a lot of people getting a lot of success in Facebook ads, and this method seemed that it could be scaled because Reddit, there's a limitation to that. So I started doing Facebook ads. Initially, it was not working that well. However, I followed several methods, I tested various methods, spent a lot of money. I would say that's an investment. However, I've learned several things down the line, and I've started this Shopify thing after I watched Franklin Hatch's video. So shout out to Frank for that. He's a really great guy, and he has tons of valuable content. You should follow his channel on YouTube as well. Also, I've learned several sneaky techniques from a guy called Garth Henderson. He also has a YouTube channel and also a Facebook group by the same name. So now let's discuss my strategy, which I've followed and I've done quite well with it. I'm doing well still, and hopefully I will scale that further. So as you can see in the document, which I will upload, or I will give a link to, which you can get down yourself and follow that. So first of all, I would say that the steps mentioned that I'll mention now will not guarantee success. However, I've used them and they do work. So take it that way. Now the first step is you create a $5 per ad set purchase conversion ad, or ad set rather, and you keep testing products. So test, I would say, 10 to 15 products at least. If you test 10-15 products on an average, you should find 1 or 2 winners. And I would find products from AliExpress, Amazon, eBay. You find the top sellers there from various niches, and you can take a pick, anyone which you think should do well. And also read the reviews, because if that has got good reviews, means people like the product, and you should be able to do well with that as well. So once you create a $5 conversion purchase ad set, you let it run for 24 to 48 hours. Okay, and by that time, out of 15 ads, if you start, at least 1 or 2 should give you 1 or 2 sales, but not spending more than $10-20. Okay, and also you should get tons of engagement from them, which means people should come in like, I want one, I need one, or maybe tag a friend saying, please buy me this, please buy me one, something like that, which means that the people like the product, and it should also get obviously a lot of likes, shares. So number 2, what you do is for the audience intersecting, or the audience flexing, which some people call it, when you target the ad sets for the interest, you should flex 2 broad audiences. Okay, so for example, if it is fishing, it should be fishing plus recreational fishing. That should give you audience of minimum 550K or like 600-700K, and goes up to maybe 2, 3, 5 million, doesn't matter. I mean, the more room you have, the more you can grow. So it should have a big audience size. The third part is what you do is, after you run it for 2 to 3 days minimum, you would find that some ad sets obviously would be winning, which means they would have few sales to them, and some would be like doing nothing. So just scale the ones that are not performing, and scale the ones that are performing, that are getting sales with a small budget. So which means if it gets sales from a small budget, it would do really well with a big budget. So what we do is, to scale, we use manual bidding. Now obviously most of you would know that Facebook gives us 2 options. One is automatic bid, one is manual bids. If you don't know the basics, I would suggest you first watch Franklin's channel or Garth Henderson's channel. They go through the basics, and you would learn how to set up the ad and all that. Now, so when you scale with manual bid, what you do is, you should put a high budget. Example, it should be at least $500 per ad set per day. Ideally, I would suggest $1,000 per day, because the more budget you have, Facebook thinks Facebook knows that you're a serious advertiser willing to pay a lot of money for the events or the conversions that you get. So they would keep giving you good traffic, sending good traffic down the line. Now, the bid amount should be higher than the FB suggested range, which means that when you set up the manual bids, the Facebook would give you a minimum, a suggested bid, and a maximum. So bid more than the maximum. So example, the maximum bid is say $25, bid $40. Okay, so that way Facebook would send you the best traffic that is possible, because Facebook knows who buys, who likes, who comments. Because Facebook keeps a track of everything, almost everything. So they know who is most likely to buy, who probably is just browsing around. So when you set a high bid, Facebook knows that this is a serious advertiser, so they will send you the best traffic, who is most willing to buy or most looking forward to buying anything, or rather related to your niche. So once you set a high bid, you let it run for another few days, maybe 2 to 4 days. So out of the ad sets you create from the manual bids, you might see that one ad set is not doing that well. So kill that, keep the ones that are doing well, and don't change the bids. Okay? Because if you have a high bid, it will continue to send you traffic. Although if you see that your CPP is very high, so CPP stands for cost per purchase. So if you see that the cost per purchase is very high, then I would suggest you lower the bid a bit, but don't lower it too much, because if you lower it too much, Facebook sends you poor traffic which won't convert. So that's not good. Alright, so once you do that, just keep running the ad, and you should see sales coming. And as long as you have minimum 15-25 sales per time frame, for example, if you set it to 7-day conversion window, if you get 7 or maybe 15-25 sales within the 7 days, then the ad sets gets optimized. Facebook knows who buys and optimizes your ad set according to that, and the ad sets, so the results of the conversions keep getting better and better and better, and you keep earning more and more and more. And your CPP either would stay the same or might lower a bit. So you would make a lot of money with that. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much all. And I would also suggest you can go through the official FB guide, which I've put the link to here. And that's pretty much all. That's how I tested an ad set from auto to manual, and then scale with manual. And as long as you have a big enough audience, like millions of people in that niche, in the target audience, you should be able to make a lot of money with that particular product. But ideally you should have 4 or 5 winners so that you can make a lot of money. So keep testing products and start with auto, then move on to manual, and that's it. So thanks guys, I hope you liked the video, and if you do, please like and subscribe and share, and also mention in the comments if you liked it and what kind of content you would like to see in the future, and I'll try to create those videos. So thanks a lot guys, bye, have a good day.